can't forget our progress update.
N and M. Another version of us. What are we really? Why do we exist in the first place? The answers are within me, together with her hopes and dreams. I will give them a voice. I will make him hear our truth.
"300 days remain to the intersection. It seems we might make it."
Yes. It took every bit of our combined intellects, but we built it.
To prepare for the time our two worlds collide.
All that we are is contained within. Memories and our souls.
We will all be gone, and then reborn. Will it be a new beginning, or our demise? No one can tell us that.
Time will run its due course, and show us the true meaning of our deed. In the distant past, what was once a single world was cleft in twain. Plus and minus, on the surface they were identical. These two worlds of opposing nature knew nothing of each other as they wended their way towards their own respective futures. However, the worlds yearned for each other. Against the solitude of existence, they strove to reunite. Though it would spell certain destruction, should the two worlds intersect, they would cancel each other out and cease to be, leaving only light. Light, a shining beacon in the darkness, the last common language left to us. Though we inhabited separate worlds, the medium of light allowed us to communicate for the very first time. And so we sought for a way to prevent total oblivion. We pooled our knowledge and through time gave birth to a single point of hope. Origin. An arc containing all the world's data, recorded in words of light, carrying hope into the future. Origin was a system we constructed to reboot the world's states. And then, the time was upon us. The reboot process failed to initiate. Instead, in that instant, the worlds became still. By the will of Mobius.
So it's their fault.
And at the heart of it was their ringleader, Zed. You could say Zed embodies this frozen world.
But what does that achieve? Freezing everything.
Not a thing. He didn't need to do anything after that. Only to keep everything in its place in stasis and create an eternity to abide within. As was their wish.
He made our lives their sustenance.
Precisely so. In order to gain control of Origin, Zed captured the Kavesi Queen.
To what end?
To access the memories in Origin, to bend them to his will. He needed a key held only by its creators.
A key?
A heart might be more fitting. Zed used the key held by the Queen of Keves and seized Origin in its entirety. Controlling Origin means controlling the world. And having shackled it, he can bend it to his will. Life and death are his playthings.
Life and death.
No one, not even M, knew the origins of this world.
So I guess you have another key.
Yes, it's in my possession. With its help, I was able to create the Ouroboros stones. Though most of the power is with Zed, I have been able to resist him to a small extent.
It's a cogwheel?
One of the gears from Origin. Through a process of catalysis between the Origin substrate and the core in my chest, I can generate the stones.
And thanks to that, we became Ouroboros.
Yes, but not completely.
Huh?
Remember, have you not succumbed to Mobius's power before? As I've said before, Zed commands the world's very fabric. Unfortunately, my own powers are sorely limited. And yet, you too can break Zed's fetters, as you've shown, smashing through the rules he established. With your Ouroboros powers and the Sword of the End, both.
The Sword of the End.
The sword you hold. It is a byproduct of resonance between the Kavesi Queen's heart and Origin.
Does that mean it's like an Ouroboros stone?
The Ouroboros stones and the sword, they're mere gimmicks. The crux of them lies with you. You see, there are keys inside of you too.
Inside of us.
Keys?
Finally, my efforts were rewarded. I'm glad to meet with all of you who embody hope.
Majesty, what is it that we must do?
Right. Infiltrate Origin, then free it and the Kavesi Queen from Zed. From the hands of Mobius once and for all.
If we do free it, will we get to change the world? It's so cruel and senseless. Can we undo that? Your Majesty...
If you desire to have a future before you...
I need to know. Zed and Mobius. Must they be our enemy?
Noah. Now that is something for you to decide. After confronting them and discerning for yourselves what they truly are.
All right.
Come this way.
Always nice to have more friends.
Alright, rank up it is. Well, that was certainly a lot, wasn't it? Buildery, you can add D and J to the list. Yeah, he did.
Behold. There at the nadir of the vortex sleeps Origin.
In the sea?
Deep beneath the sea where none may tread, Zed spins his world-spanning web.
So you're saying the Queen of Kevis, she's there as well?
Well, snuff me. I want to save the Queen as much as the next guy. But how are we supposed to even get there? You can't even get near without being ripped apart.
Yeah, but if anyone were to know the trick, it's Queen Nia. Seeing as, you know, she's the mastermind behind the whole Origin shebang, yeah?
Right. Actually, I kinda don't.
Oh, but you're the Queen! How do you not know that?
This is shocking.
Absolute nonsense. I simply cannot believe this.
I don't know how to respond.
Come on, you lot. Rein it in now.
Huh? Hang on. Mio, don't you get to use those Mobius powers?
Well...
Then it should be a snap, right? Pew! We're there! Those clowns were doing it all the time!
Actually,
Go on.
I can't use them right now. The Mobius powers.
What?
I noticed it right after we liberated the castle. I couldn't work out why myself. It was so sudden.
No! Is this why you blew us off saying to ask the Queen ourselves?
Sorry, Uni.
Oh, love.
I suspect it must be Zed.
Huh?
The power of Mobius. It's part of the flow and fabric of the world. What is permitted, and what is prohibited, is subject to Zed's whims. Even with Origin, not every Mobius knows of his existence.
But I was able to use the Ouroboros powers.
The power you currently wield is, let's say, external to the flow. Even Zed himself cannot grasp what's beyond his reach. Therein is my hope based.
We're still stuck, though. We know where to go, but we're kind of dead in the water here.
How to tackle the vortex, then? Mr. Salmon.
Mr. Salmon was, that Nopon from the city.
Yeah. Recall what he said about a ship that could brave the Great Sea. Ultimate vessel.
That right. Even vortexing raging great sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as queen of boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Yeah, he did say that. Something about it being able to take on stormy weather.
Wait, wasn't that a work in progress, though?
I think he might have been drawing up blueprints.
Whatever Mr. Salmon said, he was pretty ardent about it.
Which must mean...
There might be a way to get there, after all.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Finally, our lucky break.
Looks like this place was worth the trip.
Better hurry. I hardly imagine Mobius will stand idly by.
Agreed.
Your Majesty!
Huh?
Thanks a lot. Things are looking up.
Sure.
Right, okay. I think I understand. If you're looking for Samon, he'll be in maintenance, same as usual. I'll send someone to get you. Just head on over.
Many thanks. We'll be outside the Cloud Keep.
Like how Noah thanks the Queen. The Queen did literally nothing. I would like
Back to
to
the
point
city for a
out.
bit then.
Yeah. Travis arranged to have us picked up at the entrance.
I need to know.
Can't forget
We're
our
in
progress
chapter
update.
7, folks. It's only taken, let's say, about 4 days of side questing and then about an hour of actual story progress. You wanna know what sucks about this now, though? How many side quests there probably are. Yeah, he kind of stopped Origin from saving the universe so that he could be there. I don't even know what he was really doing, to be honest.
These entrance stairs are super long. Hey, that gives me an idea.
You want to do some sprints after?
No, Lance. No. You're bad. Oh, I thought the stairs came out from the platform. It just created an identical platform. Alright. Man became a malevolent architect, pretty much. A malevolent version of what What's-His-Face was in the first game, pretty much. We're not doing side quests yet! We're still doing story progress right now. Chill your beans. We've still got like half of the heroes to upgrade yet, though, so be aware of that. Was it Klaus? No, it was the other. It was what's his face? Starts with an A. Alvis. That's what it was. Yeah, it was Bildery. I'm aware of that. But I was referring to Alvis. Oh.
I'm just glad the people in the city made it through unscathed.
Oh, he's actually in the city for once.
Me too. It's a
Neat.
huge weight off my mind.
Ah, friends mean old Butte. She tucked away, all cozy in dock number 3.
What, really?
Curious?
We are.
All righty. Then please follow Sam on to port.
Oh, more orders from the lost numbers at the castle, up for another run. No way, not this time. Getting Gondor to approve them took years off my life last time. Well, wasn't that a moment to have, huh? Just popped an info right next to me. Look how the Ferranuses always take a second to load in. Let's see what we got. It's got nothing to do with them. Okay. Uni, do you have a spare moment? Well, why, if it isn't Isora, what's up? There's something I wanted to ask. You used to be a healer, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I'm a jack of all trades since joining Ouroboros, though. So then, did you know lots about medicine and treatments and stuff? I remember the basics, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I know just the minimum amount to be a healer. Why? Do you want to be a healer? Not a healer exactly. Promise you won't laugh at me if I tell you? Eh? I want to be a military doctor. You want to be a military doctor. I knew it. It's weird, isn't it? No, my bad. That's not what I meant. It's just a little surprising coming from you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Everyone thinks I'm just like Foots and Nagumo, probably just because I'm in the same team as them. Whenever I mention I actually want to be a doctor, Foots just makes fun of me, and Nagumo is so annoying about it. Oh, right. It sounds tough, love. I've been studying in secret, but there's only so much self-study you can do. Oh, I get it. That's why you came to me for answers. But still, I'm not sure I'd really be much use to you. Sorry, love. No, please, I should be the sorry one. Thank you for listening anyway. We know doctors, though. Specifically the one in the city. Poor Claude. It's an info.
I hope everyone's
Interesting.
getting along.
Let's just go listen to it now. We're gonna go city by city, starting with Colony Gamma, then Colony 9, and then etc. The city itself has 5 infos for us to collect.
Can we
It's a
maybe
little
train?
ridiculous. And I did find the one for Colony 0 as well. Oh yeah, this one's Gondor's Ascension quest. We're not gonna do it right now. We're gonna do that one later. This requires teach, huh?
We should talk about this.
Interesting. Hey, Teach, can I bend your ear? Seems like Yusora wants to be a medical doctor. Oh my, that's the first I've heard of it. Apparently she's been studying by herself, but she's finding it difficult. Isn't there anyone who could teach her? I think I may have just the solution. Oh, really? We can try and find a special instructor in the field outside of the colony. Yes, I have heard of such a system. There's no shame at all in asking others to fill in when nobody has the experience. Knowledge is power, after all. In this case, we should try and find someone who's also a medical doctor. I'm trying to think if we know any doctors. Maybe Olashandra from 4? Oh yeah, her. I think she might have her hands full with some other work, but there's no harm in asking. I'll accompany you then. I should be there on behalf of Colony Gamma, so that it all goes through the proper channels. Okay then, it's settled. Let's go and see Olashandra. Special instructors. Let's do it. Yeah, there's a lot of quests to do.
Alright, let's get going.
I don't
Time's
think we're going to get to
wasting.
any story progress today, unfortunately. Olashandra. Oh dear, do you have an upset stomach? You look perfectly healthy to me, though. You're right, I'm full of beans. We have something we wanted to ask you about, Olashandra. Delighted to meet you. My name is Teach. Teach? You're from Colony Gamma, right? Forgive me for rudely imposing, but Mio and her friends said I might be able to ask a favor of you. Okay, I understand. You're very enthusiastic about teaching, aren't you, Commander? His name is Teach. What do you think? Would you be able to share your experiences and expert techniques with Arisora? I totally agree with your principles, and I have nothing against helping you out, even though you're an Agnian colony. Well then. However, if I have to leave the colony grounds, it's a different story. I lead the medic team. I can't leave my post. Yeah, that makes sense. Instead, I can send my teammate May back as a substitute. He's not the most experienced of us, but he knows what it takes to be a military doctor. Would that be okay? Yes, I have absolute faith in your recommendation. We'd be very grateful for your support. Thank you, Olashandra. You've been a great help. It's no problem. We are indebted to you, after all. I'll go and talk to Mayback. Feel free to come along. Where? Oh, just over here, huh? Hello. So, with all that said, I'd like you to take a trip to Colony Gamma. You've got it, Captain. Actually, hold on a second. Do you have a problem with that? Not a problem exactly, but isn't Colony Gamma an Agnian colony? Not to worry, our flame clock has been destroyed. We're in the same position as you. That means there's no chance of them causing you any harm, Mayback. There should be no issue. I understand your logic, but... You're an excellent assistant, but you're a little dependent on me sometimes. This would be a great chance to get you some worldly experience. Captain Olashandra. Okay, I understand. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you very much. We welcome you to our colony with open arms. Do your best, Mayback. Say hello to the little fledgling doctor for me. Yes, Captain. Mayback moving out. So I'm going to check up the hill now, since it lets me walk past. It would only ever be up here. A building I've never seen before just popped into existence at Capticorn Peak. Uh-oh. You serious? I'd love to get a closer look, but I don't think we can climb it up to it from here. A roundabout journey.
Sounds like a scoop.
This is why I didn't check this. We can go see what it's about now, though. When are we going to get Senna's Ascension quest is what I want to know, because she's the only one of the main party aside from Noah, and Noah's going to have one during the main story, probably.
Can we maybe train?
It's not another quest, okay.
And today's story is...
Hey, have you noticed that we set out from the Aetia region and then came right back again? Oh, Spark, you're right. Wow, talk about a waste of effort. Of course it wasn't a waste. We had no way of knowing the Cloud Keep was here at the start of our journey. And even if we'd known, we wouldn't have been able to get inside anyway. Most important things in life are closest to hand, but hardest to find. Meh. Something wrong? Nah, it's just kind of surprising to hear that sort of thing coming from you. How so? Did friends take Manana for some kind of blithely happy-go-lucky dummy pond? Why friends look away? Hey, Buildery, how's it going? Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting, Isora. We brought someone for you. Uni? What's going on? What do you mean you brought someone for me? You said you wanted to be a military doctor, right? So I brought you one. Nice to meet you. Don't worry, Mayback is a friend of ours. There's nothing to be scared of. So what's going on? You said you hit a wall studying alone to become a doctor, right? I can't help you, but this guy can. You can ask him anything you like. You really went out of your way for me. Thank you, Uni. How are you today, Buildery? You're the new recruit that wanted to become a doctor, right? Oh, yes, my name is Isora. Hello, Isora, I'm Mayback. Nice to formally meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Let's get started, then. Is there anything you want to ask me? Yes, I'd like to know about medical approaches to treating different symptoms. Ah, yes. Okay, that's a pretty broad topic, depending on your progress so far. First, let's start with a case study. Looks like those two are going to get along great. I imagine she'll be fine to leave in Mayback's hands. I just hope that her determination bears fruit. By the way, Uni, thank you once again for all this. You took notice of Isora's real goals and made every effort to help her. As Gamma Commander, I must thank you from the bottom of my heart. Nah, it's fine. She came up and asked me. How could I say no? I wanted to help. Though actually, Mayback's the helpful one, not me. That's a nice little side quest that'll probably lead to something, I'm guessing.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Right by the canteen. Those spongy spud things, they're delish. So much so that I wonder if it's almost lunchtime all the time now. Spongy spud eval. That one's not a quest. Spongy spuds are so good, I could eat them by the sack load. I know, I can always make space in my belly for them. Potato lovers.
I see.
What the heck? Those are the only two here.
I've already got food on the brain.
How is one of these a quest?
catch up on stuff.
It's a Xeon quest as well. Anyone else get the feeling Colony 9 folks might be eating a bit too much spongy spuds? Seemed to me like they really fell in love with them, yeah. They always seem to be eating them. Eating them's one thing, but did you hear him talk about saving Ionios with them? Isn't that what we're doing too, curiously enough? Of course it's not. Or is it? Well, if nothing else, spongy spuds are helping ease the food shortages, so people don't have to fight so hard over resources. And if they don't have to fight, isn't that saving the world? In some sense, at least? Don't get me wrong, I'm not arguing with the logic. I'm just trying to point out that there's an important point you're missing. And that is? It's this. Eating nothing but potatoes, it's boring as all get out. Manana cannot take that lying down. Potato cuisine contain hidden depth. Amount of possible variation so high it's practically endless. With wings of Manana at spatula can eat potatoes all life and never not be satisfied. Well, I dare say this might just be Manana's time to shine then. Seeing as how that lot always basically just steam their spuds, I think that might be a mercy. Manana will get on case immediately. Time to save world with potatoes is now. This is a Xeon quest.
Group chat first, right?
Everyone's talking up the spongy spuds. They're mouth-watering even if you just steam them. Didn't I say they were delicious? You look well made up. Not surprised, he got teary-eyed just from eating them raw. Not just that. We can reliably raise a sizable yield without much difficulty. This has put a lot of minds at ease. I think it's safe to say spongy spuds are the key to Colony 9's survival. The whole colony seems much brighter now. Everybody's getting a go of working in the fields. When people are less anxious, they're less prone to confrontation, too. I just wish we had a similar way to reduce inter-colony hostilities. Don't we? Maybe we should give it a try. Give what a try, exactly? Let's try spreading spongy spuds to other colonies. They'd solve food shortages, and maybe help a little with the tension and anxiety of the war. Colony 9 certainly works as a successful test model, but are you sure this is going to work? We'll do our best to make it work. Hunger makes it hard to think rationally. It eats away at the heart. We need to free people from that anguish. Then let's get going. Spread the good news of the spongy spud. We can't waste any time. I'll call some friends. We'll continue this conversation in the Colony 9 Commander's office. Crusader for spuds. But like... we are going to spread potatoes across the world.
Again, would you have a minute? I'd like to discuss agronomy. All right. We can discuss this on our next break over some herbal tea.
So, as we discussed earlier, we want to teach other colonies how to grow spongy spuds. Count me in. Conflicts over food supply are tragic. If there's anything we can do to help ease them, we should. I guess places with poor weather or bad crops would owe us a favor. Looks like nobody objects. I mean, this is great and all, but how are you going to do it? You can't just hand over a spud and call it done. You're right. We'll need people to be able to teach on-site. I'd like Rold and Kite to take care of that. Work with the people in charge, listen to what they want. Will do. We'll need to suss out the best colonies for cultivation and discuss things with the leaders. But the most important thing right now is the soil. Ah, yeah, the soil needs earthworm wood, right? I've done some analysis on that front. Colony 4 and Colony Mu fulfill the geological criteria. 2 locations, that'll be tricky for the teachers to handle. How about we narrow it down to 1 right now as a test case? Why don't you pick who will approach first? Let's see. Definitely Colony Mu. Is that your final answer? Nope, I'm good. That doesn't respond to that, wait. Okay, let's go and talk to the resource pods with Xeon. Appreciate it, mate. I hope this works.
I hope everyone's getting along.
It's kind of nuts to think how much
Yeah,
difference
on
a
Gardner
single
over there.
spud
That's
can
true,
make.
actually.
A potato with the power to change hearts. Now that's a tuber to tout.
I hate that pun, Xeon. Please don't say it again. Alright, there are a couple of things in Colony Mu. I'm going to try not to get them. He's gonna know something about something since he can tie his shoes. They don't wear shoes. What? But yeah, the reason we couldn't find the Colony Zero info before was because it only appears at night.
This soil should be perfect for spongy spuds.
You're really getting into this.
Referencing a meme line. Oh, okay. Nico, you got a sec? Oh god, I have to talk to Nico. Oh, hi guys, what do you need? Spongy spuds, you say? Are they really all that? They are, without a doubt, the greatest food known to man or beast. Wow, that's a confident assertion. Yeah, sorry, this guy's very into potatoes. If you're worried about how to prepare the fields, no need. Colony 9's willing to send experienced labor over. So, will you think about it? Nico has to admit, Nico doesn't eat many potatoes, but Nico, and just to be clear, I'm Nico, is willing to entertain the notion. I'll talk it over with the others. You don't mind if I don't have an answer right away, do you? Of course. Take all the time you need. We'll head back to Colony 9. Let us know if anything comes up. Will do, and thanks. It seems like a lot of these quests don't have anything to do with combat, thankfully. So they're quick. You came at just the right time. We just got word that someone in Colony Mew wants to learn to grow potatoes. Oh, that was quick. I was actually about to assign some teachers. I was thinking of leaving this one to Earl and Carrie. We've heard it's full of young people, so we picked a pair they can feel a bit more at ease with. And Earl's got a bit of a green thumb. Right, he was a big help with the fertilizer. So sorry about the sudden request, but would you help? If Earl's in, I'm in. I don't think I'll be much use, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at an opportunity like this. And it'll be interesting to get a look at an Agnian colony. Okay, good to hear. The other thing we have to take into consideration is that it's a food people aren't familiar with. Bit of a roadblock if no one knows how to cook it, yeah? We could share our favorite recipes. What do you think? That sound like forte of Manana. Manana very well equipped to share goodness of spongy spuds with world. I'm telling you, give 'em a quick steam, job's a good 'un. If friends serious about spongy spuds, then higher height of deliciousness can be achieved. Cooking intuition of Manana say so. Okay, then how about this? We could try to find an original recipe suited to that colony. We can find out about the colony's particular tastes, what they're looking for. I think we'll get people on board that way. Yes, that good plan. Manana all for it. It's weird for you to think about how on board people are with the plan. Just means people can change, no matter how many terms they've got under their belt. Okay, that's enough. So Manana's taking care of the recipes. We can do the asking around then. Good, then let's start gathering data from Colony Mew. I'm no good with fluffy cloud ears, they just look so unappetizing. The disappointing thing is that if they looked just the tiniest bit cuter, I think I'd actually find them palatable, you know? That's not how that works. Oh, that's one I actually need for the quest. I'm gonna try to avoid the ones that aren't related to this quest so we can do them later.
This smell.
Man, that's a real tasty looking ration you got there. I just love how crispy it is. I'd eat them all day, every day if I could. So crispy food, food that looks cute.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
I am so done with eating fish. They're just not meant to be eaten every single day, man. Something that isn't fish. Alright, that's easy enough to remember. And we are going to do the city's quests last as well. Because those ones are the most densely packed. So, like, for one of my recent lunchboxes, I put 1,000 carrot that I shaped like a little star. Aw, that sounds so cute. I'd love to have that in my lunchbox. So, carrots is what I just got from that.
And today's story is...
So about that recipe you've come up with for Colony Mu. Market research was very superb. People of Colony Mu want to feast their eyes on cuteness of food before tums on tastiness. I find their preoccupation with the cuteness of their food somewhat irrational, but to each their own. Not irrational. Presentation, very important element of cooking. Heart of people is very sensitive to appearance. That makes sense. What an ingenious take. We talked about texture with them too. A good crispiness, Paltai. So they want a potato that's cute, but also has a nice mouthfeel. I can't even imagine what that would be. Don't worry, pretty heads, and leave everything to Manana. French fries. Manana make cute, tasty food that will never go out of style. They're gonna make French fries. So how do we put that into practice? I'll do whatever I... From you? Nothing. Oh. Hey, it's not the end of the world. Image of recipe is like crystal in Manana's mind. Soon is ready for present to Colony Mu. Manana have complete faith in abilities. That's great news. Let's get cracking then. Manana, is there anything you need besides the spongy spuds? Manana needs 6 spongy spuds, 3 portions of full-bodied Arden meat, 2 whole heads of Empress lettuce. Oh, and 1 big juicy broccoli and 2,000 carrots. Not 2,000 carrots. That entirely too many. We can arrange some of that for you. Wow, you really are buzzing about this, aren't you? Quiet, Lance. Once the ingredients are ready, we can unveil Manana's creation to Colony Mu. Let's have a look at the fields, and then we can talk to Nico about cooking. Gorp! The Gorp! How's it going, Scorp? It's 13 months, man. You've been alive too long.
Okay, let's go. Ho there!
Oh, they actually made fields. And the Eufers. Hey, Yuffie, how's it going? How are the both of you today? I'm doing well. Everything seems to be going well here. We just got all the seed potatoes planted. And the Eufers. Earl has a very kind and gentle way of planting. Nico feels sure that kind of planting will lead to the extremely tasty taters, and I'm her, so I know. Actually, that's just how you plant things. I was just trying to let the seeds know how hard they have to work to grow. Earl, you're just too much. Haha, I'm really not. My fiance still calls me that? Just like using the eyes emote. That's fair. They're getting on well? Yep. Time for eating. Everyone, wash human paws and get ready for cook. Oh, dinner? We know it's hard to incorporate an unfamiliar ingredient into a menu. So Manana's put together a special recipe for you. Time for eating. Yeah. What? That's so cool. Where is it? Can Nico eat it now? Teehee. No, you have to cook it. Time to break from work to the mess hall. I said they were making French fries, but then they said carrots and lettuce. And I don't think you put those into French fries. Usually.
Composure. This smell.
I don't know, you could probably try. It wouldn't turn out well, though. Let cooking begin.
What was it they needed again?
Crap, I have no spongy spuds. Where do I get these again?
What was it they needed
Manana's spud dish. 100%. Semi-bummed out that they didn't get the characters to yell at the top of their lungs for falling into pits. Yeah. Spongy pan-fried croquets is finished. Bon appetit! It's almost too adorable to eat. Meanwhile, across the table. You should eat it, though. It's great. Oh. It's so crisp and fluffy, altogether yummy. Thanks so much for telling us about spongy spuds. Nico, that's me, Natch, thinks these are going to be a big hit with the whole colony. I'm glad to hear that. It's still a long way to harvest, though. You have to tend those fields every day. Don't worry, Early will keep us right. Yeah. Now it's exciting to wait for day of harvest of spongy spuds. That's for sure. Aw man, they're going to outclass Colony 9's spuds. I very much doubt that, but it'll be a friendly contest. The harder we all work at this, the richer our day-to-day lives will be. At least, that's what I believe. You've made a first step today, Xeon. One more step toward your ideal. I've never really thought of it as an ideal. I suppose it is, and maybe it's just a small step in the grand scheme of things. But for me, it's a pretty big one. Quest complete. Crusader for Spuds. And we got an info. Alright, sure.
I've already got food on the brain.
It's not a quest. Okay.
Let's catch up on stuff.
So, I've been wondering. Between the potatoes from Tau and the potatoes from Colony 9, which do you think is tastier? Friend Lance, stumble upon ultimate question. Not even close. See, for my money, the Tau Spud is best. It's got that sweetness and the little taste that lingers. I'm not sure myself. I think I might prefer the Colony 9 ones. They don't fall apart as easily. I like that they're a bit more solid. I suppose I'd have to go with Tau's. No deep reasons, though. Yeah, I don't know that I can choose. For me, Tau edges it, I guess. I haven't really thought about it too deeply either. They were just good, I think. Riku has soft spot for Colony 9 potato. After witness struggles of Xeon to grow, eating elicit feelings of sympathy. You make a good point. Alright, Xeon gets my vote too, then. Well, that's got nothing to do with the taste anymore, does it? Please to wait. Manana need 3 days to consider question in adequate depth. It really wasn't that kind of question. Manana, please. Alright.
Where to from here?
Next is Colony Iota, which has 2, apparently. So it's fine. There's the first one. So, like, I've been seeing the different requests coming from in from the same requester. Wait, are the messages all in sequence? Whoa, so that's how you're meant to read it. What? Wait, really? Collectopedia version 2.0? We're getting a Collectopedia upgrade? Well, not steel, but you can get one. There it is. It must have had to be at night. Have you seen this Collectopedia card? I have. Whoever thought to use it to send messages around is a genius. There we go. New topic available.
Yeah, you can't always give 100%.
Is it a quest, though? Yes, it is, and it requires Alexandria.
We should talk about this.
Stealing from Warner Brothers because they don't get money from it. That's fair. Everyone's going on about Collectopedia cards, aren't they? They're an absolute hit, as you can see. I could shed a little tear, I'm so moved. It's still possible to game the system by choking off the supply and making a monopoly of it. More and more swindlers have started to just do that. Sequoia and I are trying to check how to keep them in check. Are you getting anywhere with that? Not particularly. No matter how thorough we are, we can't predict every possible move they'll make. And even if we could, there'd be a limit to how we could do. Not even Colony Iota can keep an eye on all of Ionios. I can't imagine Sequoia's happy about it. Correct. It's been mentally taxing, to say the least, and still there's no end in sight. But you're not just turning a blind eye to it, right? You're working hard to change things, even if it's difficult. Oh, don't think such noble things of me. I'd just rather not live in a world where such unorthodox measures can flourish. See, that right there is why Sequoia sticks around with you. And so will we. Let's get to the point. What can we help you with? You really... Alexandria? Are you crying? No, dust in my eye. I'll look into the matter immediately. Let's go and visit Sequoia. Bearing fruit. We're about to pioneer social media. That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Everyone's getting along.
I'm not crying. It's just something in my eye, all right?
Wait, why is
Sorry
she over
I
there?
upset you. But I'm glad you're feeling better now.
This is a level 66 quest. On the bright side, finally a worthy challenge. Not necessarily, there might not be any fighting in it. What now? Someone's in a huff. If you're here to mess around, then spare me, I'm busy. You wound me. We've come to help you, actually. Didn't you want someone to do some on-site inspections? Next time, lead with that. We have one problem. Rowland of Colony Tau. He's suddenly made a habit of going out to collect Levnus parts, often, and they're running a surplus. What's his usual inclination? Nothing but food provisions, fancies himself a bit of a gourmet. So to suddenly turn around and start collecting huge amounts of these parts, that's fishy, no doubt about it. The question is Rowland doing it to inflate prices or to prepare for battle? Hang on, someone's clearly got their wires crossed. No way Colony Tau would be involved in shady business like that. Well, let's verify it at the source. I suspect the flow of goods isn't the only thing that's changing. You know, you can't just be looking at this from the surface level, yeah? I know, there must be a deeper cause. I wonder what could affect such an immediate and thorough change. Be careful, Dame Alex. Just Alex is fine, as I've told you before. I'll be sure to deliver a good report. Looking forward to reading it. No, she isn't. What could cause such a weird change? I suppose she's well placed to find out, the weirdo. Better keep that to myself. Can I bet in head trauma being the cause? I mean, he might have. Hey, Techno, by the way. Oh. Surprise Techno. A rarity. Not really. Rowland, can we talk? You've recently been asking for Levnus parts on the Collectopedia. Oh yeah, do you want some? Would you consider handing them over? Hahaha, sorry, can't right now. Colony 30's mechanics are pretty desperate for them. As soon as they're collected, they get used right up. Colony 30, so that's why you were collecting parts. Yeah, they seemed like they were having problems, so I thought I'd give them a hand. Oh, I see. Have I done something wrong? Not at all, don't worry. Thank you for the chat. Tyon, I have a proposal. Would you help Floran in Colony 4 with her Collectopedia? I can do that, certainly. But would you care to tell me why? I want to check something. If I'm right, something quite interesting is going on. Let's discuss at the canteen there once you're done. Pop up suddenly in a lot of
Alexandria,
places.
this something interesting. What's this about exactly?
I can't say for sure, but it doesn't look to be anything bad. I wouldn't worry.
So I have to help. That's not it. I have to do Floran's thing in here. That's Isora. I'm still gonna do it.
We actually got them all.
Alright, Floran, huh? There it is. Black Blossoms? Wait, I've already done it.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
No, I don't know where Black Blossoms are found. Let me look it up. Oh, we actually almost have Colony Tau maxed out. That makes sense. We've done a lot of quests for them. Alright, Floran. There she is.
Hope they appreciate our fine
Did it.
work.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
Shut up, Alex. Alright, what have we got? Just as I thought. Floran was looking for something she could use to chase Feely away. Feely's the captain who left Colony Iota, isn't he? That's right. Floran's normally quite easygoing, but for some reason she just can't tolerate that man. She'd get incredibly awkward around him. We used to keep Sequoia in the room on standby. Was it that bad? So you think Floran's trying to protect her friends from him? Haha, seems the likeliest situation. You look chuffed with yourself. To be brutally honest, I only came up with Collectopedia cards with my own benefit in mind. All I wanted was to keep an eye on enemy movements and resource flows to turn the tide of the war in my favor. The cards were nothing but pure self-indulgence on my part. And now? Now, well, the results speak for themselves, don't you think? Look at all the people they benefit. They've blossomed into something far greater than their creator's design. Calling Alexandria and Ouroboros. Do you copy? Please respond. Is that Sequoia? Hopefully good news by the sounds of it. Well, we've got a little event on our hands is all I'll say. We're a little short-handed. Could you head to Colony Iota base entrance? Understood. Sounds like something's happened back at the colony. We'd better hurry. Gives you a choker for 4 flowers. Well, we have better chokers. We have, there, 300%. That's better than the 275%, even if slightly. Blaze doesn't do a lot of damage.
What's that?
But...
What's that?
A Kavesi container. What would it be doing here?
Huh. Yeah, what would it be doing here? Well, this is quite the present. To whom do we owe our gratitude? No idea. It just dropped right from the sky. We're currently verifying the contents. A robot. Wait. Oh, I know what quest this is from. All hands, intercept formation now. That won't be necessary. We'll handle this. This is the guy that was making research on the Agnes robots. Oh, she just slides out of camera. Give it a concussion. Yeah, this is the thing the one guy made. Kevis Armadillo.
I'll draw them. Can't let you fill me up, Noah. Terribly sorry about this.
It's level 68. Why do I always have this active? Also, I should have done that after I launched it, but whatever. Ether shield? Oh, that's an annoying move. No, I haven't. Aggro. Die on Y. He always does that. He's at full HP and he dies to a single hit. Seraph is so good for damage, but you just can't live with that classic whip. Launch it. Dang it. Blossom Dance. Blossom Dance is high aggro plus pierce, yeah. This guy isn't that bad. The first time we fought armadillos, they destroyed me. Because it was Isard's hero quest, wasn't it? Also, how did that fit in that container? Wait. What's Valdi doing here? Phew, just in the nick of time. Valdi, what are you... I'm here to see you. I just perfected Cyberchum, you see, and I wanted you to be the first one to see him on all his glory. Who's Cyberchum? Oh, you mean this Levness. Yeah, I revamped the design a bit. Gambert lent me a hand with it, too. Thought it might come in handy if you're ever in a jam, Alexandria. Yes. Just like that robo-buddy of yours, your friends always seem to be surprising me. Haha, yeah, I guess the control circuit still needs some calibrating. Sorry for the shock. It's weird, because it ran like an absolute dream in the test run. Hold on. How did you even deploy it here? Colony 30 shouldn't have access to those kinds of supplies. Oh, I built the launch equipment from scratch. After all that hassle Q caused poor Alex. And all the supplies Colony Iota's been sharing with us. I just wanted to give something back, you know? Did you, by any chance, get the parts from Colony Tau? Not just Tau. Colony 4 and Colony Lambda provided too. And that's not all. Colony Gamma gave us a hand as well. Colony 9 contributed also. Colony Mu helped us out too. Even Colony 11 chipped in. Basically, everyone pitched in, and the work was finished in no time flat, except Colony 0. They're the only ones who didn't. You collaborated with other colonies. Yeah, the Collectopedia cards made it easy. Frictionless trade. You came up with them, didn't you? That's such a genius idea. I'm in awe. Totally gobsmacked. That makes 2 of us, mate. You too, Lance. Hey, we should start a club. Oh, pack that in. Lance doesn't want to be a part of the club. This whole thing is really bizarre. Dame Alex? Chickadee, I thought I was doing all this to see what life looks like from the outside, unbound by rules. But perhaps I only wanted to see how people change. We have been indoctrinated to fight all our lives, yet still there is a warmth in us that remains. Think then about how the world might change were we to share that warmth. That's what I want to see. I want to like it all. I want to like people. I want to like the world. That's it, right there. Your face right now is what I've always wanted to see. I'm so glad. We're finally seeing things in the same light. Oh, this is only the beginning, I'm sure. But it's up to us to maintain and foster these relationships. I want to see more of these bright, auspicious scenes. And I'll be right by your side all the way. You have to do more than that. You have to aim to surpass me. I will. Haha, and I'll continue to grow myself. Just as you all are. Like, Zero collaborating would be like 3 or 5 days of talk. Yeah, it's gonna be weird to have them collaborate on anything, I guess.
Hey, the colony relations changed.
Oh, Tyon just went up a rank.